On one of my streams I was asked how to paint animals, and I gave some tips right away. After the stream I thought of more advice I could give and have these 5 essential tips how to create more realistic art. Hello wonderful people and welcome. In this video we'll go through 5 tips on how to create more realistic art. Although I do paint animals most of the time, these tips will work for other subjects too, as landscapes, botanical art and portraits. This is the base for realistic art and just something I have to remind myself when I stray, to keep creating good art. Tip number 1. Choose good references. Whether you paint from life on a set or from photos, choose your references well. It's for sure easier when painting from life, but think about the angle and perspective when you sit down to paint or draw your reference. When painting from a photo, which has the advantage of being free to choose time and space to paint, please make sure that your photo has good quality. It needs to be focused and not all wibbly-wobbly, so you can see the details and portray them accordingly in your painting. Of course, you can make photos yourself to paint from. If you don't, you can use some of the royalty-free sites with photos that I used to. I will link some of them down below. Painting from a photo does not mean copying. As like painting from life, there is a translation the artist has to make to put the image on the paper. A good reference is the first step to stay as close to life as possible. Tip number 2. Observational skills. This one is tricky to learn. Basically, it's the ability to see not only the shapes but lights and shadows. When you watch your reference, try to see what shapes are included, how they are all connected, the angles and proportions, where does the light hit and where are shadows cast, where are the bones that would look natural and how the joints work. Those are all shapes, and seeing them helps to draw your subject closer to nature. Even in a loose painting, when the shapes are correct, it's recognizable. Observation is a key skill and needs a lot of time to practice. I feel like this is actually the hardest one to train consciously, but it's possible. Take your time, look closely, observe and get to know your subject before you put a pencil on the paper. Tip number 3. Detailed sketching. Put a lot of effort in your sketch and get it right. Pay attention to size, shapes and proportions, angles and how it is all connected. Put in as much detail as you can into the sketch without it being overwhelming or busy. Your sketch must be good, as you can't correct a sketch with color. Color will only enhance the errors you made during the sketching phase and make them more apparent. It happened to me hundreds of times when I thought a quick light sketch is enough, or the proportions weren't that wrong. With color it will really show where you strayed from your reference and where the sketch went wrong. Paying attention to the sketch before the painting process will prevent those experiences. Tip number 4. Lights and shadows. Lights and shadows are what makes a painting come to life. Make sure you leave enough highlights in the right spots or add them if you work with an opaque medium. Don't be afraid of dark shadows. Don't paint in black though. Take a look at your reference to get them right and put them in the right positions to make your painting coherent. You also have the artistic freedom to enhance lights and shadows. Try painting lights in warmer colors and shadows in cooler ones. I like yellowish and purple as the contrast enhances the light so much more and gives the subject glow. Play around with it. Be aware that warm light casts cool shadow, while cool light casts warm shadows. Play with color and light to see what fits your style best and how you can translate the reference into your art. Tip number 5. Relax and practice. No one was born a master painter. Most of us have to practice a lot. Practice sketching from reference, observing and painting. Especially the first steps are crucial. Adding color to the sketch is of course tricky too, as there you'll have to learn to control the paint. But it's all a thing of practice. In your own paintings you will see what you like best, what you dislike and how you can achieve the look that you want on purpose. Practice will gain you skill, and everything you struggle with in the beginning will become easier with time. Bonus tip. In case you paint a bird, it always needs a fluffy butt. There are just no birds without fluffy butts, so don't forget the butt fluffiness on your bird paintings. I hope you all have fun during your painting process. Choose subjects you're curious about that excite you. It's okay if they change. It can be chicken this week and frogs the next, or people, or landscapes. It doesn't matter, as long as you have fun painting them. And if you discover that realistic art is not for you, that's totally fine as well. Do comics, abstracts, or just whatever you feel like, as creativity is key. With these 5 tips, I just wanted to share what helps me to create realistic animal paintings, which you can see more of on my channel as well as many reviews. If you happen to use watercolors, check out the watercolor database suncolors.com with independent light fastness tests. Join the stream, join the Discord if you want to stay in touch, and share your art or pets. Have a wonderful and creative day, everyone, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!